Welcome to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is your spiritual principle of the day episode, featuring a recovering addict.
Hi, my name is Bryan B. My clean date is November 19th, 1984. You're listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast. This is the spiritual principle of the day passage for August 9th. Practicing tolerance and self-acceptance. As we learn to gently accept ourselves, we can start to view others with the same accepting and tolerant heart. Just for today, expectations. Working in a program uncovers a considerable need for self-acceptance, and slowly we proceed on that journey. Our work also reveals that the people who get under our skin the most are amongst our greatest teachers. Just like us, they deserve our acceptance and empathy. There's a reciprocal relationship between self-acceptance and tolerating others who bug us. We learn this from the harsh truth that we often share some very similar traits with those very same people. As we extend grace and dignity to other flawed people in our lives, we often find it easier to treat our less than perfect selves with the same compassion. But then, how is tolerance a spiritual principle? Shouldn't we just be unconditionally loving and accepting of everyone? Earlier in my recovery, a member remarked, I rejected tolerance as a spiritual principle because when I practice it towards the person who was driving me nuts, there was nothing spiritual going on in my head. I wanted to go right to acceptance or scratch their eyes out, but now I see it as an act of love. Tolerance in my mind, another member responded, is like a gateway spiritual principle. It's a layover on a multi-stop flight on the way to your final destination, acceptance. Or it's an appetizer principle, the third member joked. You have it first to tide you over before the empathy entree, and maybe unconditional love is dessert. No matter how we slice it, tolerance helps us combat unrealistic expectations we place on others' behavior and our own spiritual condition. Whether we practice it with an open heart or through gritted teeth, it helps prevent us from acting out in fear or anger, expressing our impatience with others who may not be as far along in their journey as we believe we are. Spiritual principle. Today, when I practice tolerance, I'll know that it relates directly to my level of self-acceptance. I'll try to let people be where they are and focus on what I can change about myself to invite serenity in.
The Voices of Recovery podcast is an independent production of the Works of Wisdom. We welcome your questions and donations via PayPal at voicesofrecoverypod@gmail.com. This podcast is an independent production and is not affiliated with, associated with, authorized by, endorsed by, or in any way officially connected with Narcotics Anonymous or any of its subsidiaries or affiliates. While NA literature may be read during episodes for the purpose of supporting recovery, such use does not constitute an official endorsement or representation by Narcotics Anonymous. In accordance with NA tradition, the NA name is not to be used to endorse or be affiliated with any outside enterprise, and no such endorsement or affiliation is implied. Music is by Sage. Thanks for listening to the Voices of Recovery podcast.